Okay, education. Do I go to public school, private school, Christian school, or home school? Now, all citizens in America deserve access to public education because they're paying the taxes for it. Isn't that correct? And those public schools should be teaching truth, morals, and they should be getting results. If not, Americans have the right to change the public school system. And I believe we need to change the public school system. Just because we have a Christian school does not mean we don't participate in trying to get the public schools changed. Amen? We have a right to put our child in a private school that does teach truth and morals and gets academic results. Or a Christian school that teaches truth, morals, the Bible. And I trust a Christian school teaches the Bible. And I say that because I visited a lot of Christian schools and the Bible wasn't taught. It was just a Christian school in name only. And we should be getting academic results. Having a Christian school does not excuse poor academics. We got to go to school to learn how to communicate, calculate, comprehend. Amen? We got to have these things so we can function in life. And other people want to keep their kids in a home school and teach them at home, but that school should teach truths, morals, and they should be getting results. Okay? And as you can see, people may choose different ways to reach this same goal. Providing. One must decide if college, tech school, job training, on-the-job training, OJT, owning your own business or service, washing cars, cleaning hotels, driving a taxi, whatever, that requires no training. They got to decide what is the best route for them. But have me know, if you're providing for yourself and your family, that's an honest living. Amen? We all can't be lawyers. We all can't be president of the United States. We got to have. Everybody can't be a chief. We got to have some engines. And we got to know that the least training and the least pressure on the job, the least requirements, usually results in the least pay. So you got to accept that. Do you understand that? No pressure. No hard preparation. You're going to make less money. That's just obvious. Don't expect to go out there and be rich when you haven't put in any effort to get there. Accept your plot in life. Stop complaining about it or put some work into it and change it. And by the way, on-the-job training is a tremendous way, if the opportunity comes for you, to learn. NCR taught me, paid me to teach me how to repair business machines and computers. They paid me. And once I learned it, they paid me good money after I learned it. My education didn't cost me anything there. They paid my way. So, it's a good way. Owning your own business is a good way. You start out working hard and long hours and all the rest, and the thing grows and so forth, then you can hire people to cut your hours down. And it's a good way to go if you can run a business, as a lot of people can't run a business. After deciding which is the best way for us, we've got to be considerate of others. Listen to me closely. We've got to be considerate of others that are reaching these right goals another way than we are. Is that sinking in? Considerate means to be kind, respectful. Not a prince-peasant attitude. And this is where America is really in error. And the church is really in error. Is this third step. Being considerate of others. Reaching the right goal another way than we have chosen to take. We got to do this and not mistreat or think less of other people that have chosen another way, as long as they are still reaching the right objective. Some may not have money to go for a private school, for instance, in the subject of education. They may feel they can handle their kids' bad peer pressure at school, the violence that goes on at school, the bullying, the academic brainwashing in public school. They may feel they can handle that, and they can keep their kids' heads straight. They may feel that public school is superior to private or a Christian school or homeschool. The good results will determine if our choices are right or not. Isn't that what we found? We're going to find out if our choices were right by what? The results. You see. We pay taxes for public education, as I've said before, and we have a right to get involved and change it for the better. Even if we are in private schools or home schools, we still got to be active, because it's only fair if we pay taxes. The public schools should meet our demands of education. Could that be true? Yeah. Although there's been no change for the better in public education for decades, people are still trying to change it. And we're in a lawsuit right now with the state of California, or some churches are trying to change this thing. And because I use a Christian school approach does not mean I can't unite with public school and homeschoolers to fight together for the best education in the path that they choose. Could that be a good statement? See, the key is we get our kids educated correctly. And to reach these right goals, we got to unite around the objective of what education is all about. Amen? So homeschoolers can't separate themselves from Christian schools, and Christian school from private school, and all these from public school. We need to stand up as one voice and say, this is what we want in education. And see, this is a big error. We look down on others. Well, you're just putting your kid in a Christian school, you're just putting them in a hothouse. They're not going to be able to handle the world. Now, let me ask you this. Did Jesus become a sexual immoral person so he could relate to sexual immoral people? No. Did he get drunk so he could, reach out to the drunkards? No. Did he go worship idols so that he could identify with the idolaters? No. That's ridiculous. I don't have to put my kids in a situation where they are tested above what they can handle and influenced above what they can handle and shouldn't be handling if I can do something about it and it's not going to destroy them. Amen? I hear people say, well, we got to be a light to the world, so I'm sending my 8-year-old to public school to be a light to the world. Now, what kind of logic is that? There is no logic to that. But these are things I've heard over the years because we fight amongst each other trying to reach the same goal. And we need to unite and admit by the results, well, that was a bad decision. I got to adjust it. Amen? And so we don't have a big voice out there because we're all divided. We all look down on each other. We all think we're better than the other. Churches are like that. Christians are like that in these subjects.